Everybody else, you know, when you reseed your grass and the first time you go over it, do you go over it with the baler, or do you just like take it in and stick it in the pit with everything else? Because like Roy just said, this is like a quarry, just full of tiny little stones. At least we won't have that problem next year because they're all here. First time we ever used this trailer, we didn't understand that you had to pull this out and then it's meant to go in here, and basically what you do is you lift this up and it allows it to go down, and then when it's in that position it stops it going down on the road. We didn't realise that. Oh, we totally bent it. Yeah. So every time I now have got to put that down, I have to hit it with a piece of wood. Glamorous. What have you got to say about your driving skills? This is what we have to do, farming across 2 spots. You'd have 2 feed bins, 2 tractors, 2 bobcats, you know what I mean? And it gets silly. Like 2 diesel tanks, that kind of thing. So we try and limit having 2 of everything because it just gets extreme. But that does mean that actually we do need to ferry quite a bit of stuff around. Hence like the low loader trailer for machinery. We bring feed every day, and then what we'll do is we'll fill up some buckets of brewer's grain which lives here and take them home with us. Roy's quite organised, I am not. As you know, it is Saturday. Same as every other day, so don't get excited, we don't do anything different on Saturdays or Sundays. Every day's the same day. It will be practically impossible to have 2 of these and get your barley delivered over 2 spots. So this is where we crush the barley. We used to crush it into buckets and baths. And then last year, me and Roy took over the crushing and just decided to spill it on the floor, and it is so much easier. So this is what it looks like. I'll show you upstairs. I literally hate going up here. The spiders are unreal. Stop being a wimp. So this is the barley upstairs. Blown in through. There's a door behind here, and then over there in that corner is a chute, and it falls down. Yep. Ew! Oh, look at it. Oh. This conversation's over. This conversation's over. So it falls down this hole, the mouse, and then it gets rolled through here and comes out the chute and ends up like this, uncrushed, and this is crushed. So all it is just squashed, like it just squashes it, that's it. I'm traumatized. The low loader trailer out just to move the bobcat, but it might as well not go home empty. So Roy's just loading a couple of bales of straw up, because while we have all the buildings at home, we have no storage for crop. Today the cows are eating barley and a cake mix from Cars Billington called, I think, Appleby Flake, that one is. Ordinarily you would see me taking a couple of scoops out of the brewery trailer, but this week there is no brewer's grain, and as winter approaches there will be less of it, because the key market is the Lake District and tourism holidays. So we are on the fringe of the Lake District, not that many miles away to be fair, and the brewery consistency very much depends on the weather, bank holidays, and whether or not people are coming on the holidays. I never used to think that brewer's grain did a right lot for the cows, and we thought it was just belly fill and we were just a bit like meh. And then COVID hit and we realised that we hadn't had it for a year. What a difference in them animals without that brewer's grain. We didn't realise how much good it had in it. I thought it was just, you know, stodgy fodder. But yeah, it wouldn't be without it now. If we didn't get it from there, I think we'd actually buy it. I'm always just going to go and get some bales of haylage, silage, whatever you want to call it. We haven't opened the pit yet, or pits, plural. We haven't opened them yet, hence why we are still feeding round bales. Really, we would like all of the main herd of cows to be in before we start opening the pit, because you want to be getting across that face quite quickly, instead of leaving it to go mouldy. Let's do it quite fast. I swear to God, I haven't been skiving in the house. I've been so busy. So busy. So last night, me and Roy watched Ollie's video. He was telling us all about how he'd painted or wrapped the 936. Superb looking tractor. And I said to Roy, have we modified any of our tractors? You know, all of our big beasts that we've got. And he said, no, we haven't. Today, climbing past the 6635 New Holland, I realised it has a kangaroo seat cover. Tractors, do you know, that have a kangaroo seat cover?
Means that a rebuild.
So it's second engine, and the second engine's already had a rebuild.
Yeah, if you whistle, it'll jump out.
So why is it so crap if it's had all that done?
Deep with it, aren't we?
Well, but
Say that.
say that. Knee deep, ankle deep, neck deep. Fact of the day, it once set on fire with it in a field, and Big Roy put the fire out with his hands. Must be a farmer thing. Lack of self-preservation. Ew. Some of the bales, not all of them, I've got little mould spots on like this. It's because we use 4 layers of wrap. 4, you heard me right, 4. And that is purely just because of the cost of wrap this year, and we knew it was just going to be cow fodder and not for the horses. Like Roy said, in farming, absolutely everything comes back to the 3 Fs: fuel, feed, fertiliser. And obviously the fuel was too high, so we skimped. And it's not detrimental to the bales, to be honest. It just is a bit of mould, and they will totally eat it. It's probably penicillin anyway, and good for them, so you know. Like, all I'm doing is walking around and telling people how we've skimped on stuff this year. Yeah, more stones over here. I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, did you roll it? Well, of course we bloody rolled it, but it was the 20th of September. There'd been a drought. Obviously, we didn't need to pick these tiny stones up because they're now all here in the yard. It was a good business decision. We need a stone bucket, then we're not throwing them back in the midden. They're just going to end up back where we took them from. Said if you didn't have your phone in your hand, you could have gone and got a brush and shovel. We did my audio cut out there. Just gone to get straw, and I will bed down the heifers while he feeds. But I just wanted to show you the midden. Literally not getting any better. It's just slathery SH1T. There's a couple of dry days into next week, and we're going to look to try and get it out. But the problem is we have a side spreader, and it just goes like, if you know, you know. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't throw it very far when it's this wet. Just going to stand next to it for scale and put it next to the Xerion one. Oh, it's huge. It's not about size, it's about how you use it. Big thing could not fit through my gateway. Always use a strap on. Me and Win here are just going to go and get some lambs in, and we're going to weigh them and see if they are heavy enough to go to the collection centre tomorrow. Here. Me and Winnie Hoof here. just walking up this field, driving these lambs into the yard. The gates are all set up ready, so there's nothing to worry about there. We're in here. Hey! Here! Thank you. It's a bit cute. Gonna go and take him and put him in bed because there's a cow and calf in the handling system and I don't want him barking around her. But ordinarily we'd use him to push the sheep up. Here we. So there is 7 lambs ready to go to the collection centre tomorrow. We're just going to leave them all in because, to be fair, we've made an absolute scrowl with hay in here feeding these. So they can just eat that up and I'll bring them some food out. Just absolutely lashed it down while we were doing them sheep's feet. And can I just tell you how grateful I am to have had a roof on this. Loads of other people got grants for roofing the handling system over. Apparently ours was not of any environmental benefit. But actually we really thought it would benefit us as a farm. So we did it ourselves anyway. We extended the building out here and across, and then we've made extra pens here, which actually really helped because otherwise they'd just be running out onto the yard, it got a bit of a pain in the arse, to be honest, that you couldn't sort things properly. The handling system roof was just over 13 grand, and it might sound like a lot of money now, but actually in the long run I think it's going to benefit us working with animals. And as well, it's actually working as a second shed at the minute, isn't it? And it's just overspill, so it is really handy, and we're glad we did it. We've made use of it. But it needs to work for its money, to be fair. It can't just be a handling system. It's going to have to do other jobs as well. While we're stood here, these sheep in this field here have got no grass, so we're just going to run them directly across onto a little paddock that we've got that is full of fresh shoots. Karen's here to do my cleaning, because let me be honest with you. Well, everyone always says to me, oh, I don't know how you fit it all in a day. I don't fit it in a day. I don't do washing. I'm shit at cleaning. The house is a tip. The children are uncared for. Look at it. Here comes the rain again, falling on my head like a memory. The cows in their natural habitat, making their daily pilgrimage to the hay bale. Yeah. Cow. Wow, this weather's stunning. Hello, ladies. How are you? Right, we're going home and we're going to make some tea. As always, thank you for watching, and if you do enjoy these videos, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because actually it makes a massive difference to me. But even if you don't, I'm going to make them anyway, so